Hello. Usually when I make one of these videos I have a box of pills to shake as a kind of prop. This is, if you're observant, you'll see this is in fact these are the wrong pills. Buzhong Yi Qi is a different formula. It's a stronger formula. This video is about a more basic formula called Liu Junzitang. So, Tang means four gentlemen formula. I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about the other two herbs which we add and make Liu Junzitang, which means 6 gentlemen formula. So briefly, the reason they're called gentlemen is because we don't tend to use herbs one by one in Chinese medicine. The reason being, every plant in nature has certain useful effects and certain also not useful effects. And the not useful effects are what we call side effects. So for example, ginseng, which is the main ingredient in 4 gentlemen formula and 6 gentlemen formula, is obviously, everybody's heard of ginseng, must be the most famous Chinese herb, gives you energy. Mainly it's famous for giving you energy, let's say. The problem is it also creates fluid, so can create dampness, can make water retention. Not necessarily, but it has that danger. The other danger it has is any medicine in Chinese medicine that gives you energy is usually warm, so it can also create heat. And if it creates heat, it will make you, for example, agitated. So we want the beneficial effects of ginseng, but we don't want the dampening, we don't want the fluid retention, and we don't want the overheating. Okay. So either if we give ginseng to a patient and they get overheated or they get over damped, normally we just have to stop giving it to them or reduce the dose, so we get stuck. But there is another way, and this is how Chinese medicine developed, and it's very clever, and this makes it different from other kinds of herbalism around the world, which tend to give things one by one. So we would add to the ginseng something that takes away the dampening and something that cools down the heating, and then we can carry on giving ginseng as normal. In 4 gentlemen and 6 gentlemen formula, we don't have anything that takes away the heating effect. So you need to have it properly prescribed so that you don't, and monitored, so that you don't have excess heat. If you have excess heat to begin with, you would have a slightly different formula. Anyway, so what we have ginseng, which I've just explained. Then we have something called Bai Zhu. I won't translate the name, it's kind of like a strange Chinese name. It smells beautiful. It is a kind of weaker than ginseng. So if it's weaker than ginseng, what's the point of adding it to ginseng? The point is, it's better at drying excess fluid. In fact, ginseng is not good at that at all. It adds in fluid. So Bai Zhu is like a weaker ginseng that dries excess fluid retention. Then we have the 3rd gentleman is Ling. Ling is a kind of white cube, and it's made from a kind of mushroom, and it has mainly one purpose, and that it's a diuretic, and it's purely to expel excess fluid from the body. Lastly, the fourth gentleman in four gentlemen formula is licorice. It's licorice, but for this purpose, it's called Gan Cao. Gan Cao means sweet grass in Chinese. Zhe means roasted, specifically roasted with honey. That increases the warming effect. If you don't roast it with honey, if you don't roast it at all, you can use it for a sore throat. If you roast it, you can't, because it will make a sore throat worse. So the reason that those are four gentlemen formula. The reason that they're called gentlemen is that in Chinese culture, to be a gentleman, you must be balanced. You must be strong but not aggressive. You must be kind but not weak, and so on. So this herbal formula together is harmonious. It's strong but it's not overheating, and so on. So this video is about 6 gentlemen formula. These are the 4. We add 2 to make 6. Two new ones to make 6. The 2 new ones we add, luckily, one of them will be familiar to you. Tangerine peel. Tangerine peel. In Chinese it's called Chen pi. Chen pi. Tangerine peel. The other one will not be familiar to you. It's called bansha. Bansha in Chinese means half summer. I think because they harvest it in the middle of summer. I don't know. The Latin name is Pinellia. So these 2 together, when we add them to 4 gentlemen, to make 6, they dry damp, they dry excess fluid even more than some of the fluid drying stuff we already have in the 4 gentlemen. In particular, if people have this kind of phlegm, also for people who have nausea, you can be used for that. So I hope that was clear. That's about 7 minutes for 6 gentlemen. So hopefully I haven't spoken too long, and hopefully this is helpful.